Hello there! You're watching a sample video based on questions from Cambridge IELTS 19, Test 3. Let's go!
Do you prefer spending holidays with friends or with family?
I think both options have their own merits. Obviously, spending holidays with family can be wonderful, as it's a great opportunity to reconnect with loved ones and create lasting memories. On the other hand, spending holidays with friends can be incredibly liberating and fun, allowing you to relax and be yourself. So, I think it ultimately depends on your personal preferences and needs. Some people might prefer the comfort of spending time with family, while others might enjoy the excitement and spontaneity of exploring new places with friends. Ideally, a mix of both would be perfect.
What kind of holiday accommodation do you like to stay in?
Well, I would love to stay in a cozy, eco friendly boutique hotel or a bed and breakfast in the countryside. Somewhere with a lot of character and surrounded by nature would be ideal. Or maybe a place with a rich history or a secluded retreat with stunning views. I'd want my accommodation to be comfortable yet authentic, with a strong sense of local culture and community. Somewhere that feels like a home away from home.
What plans do you have for your next holiday?
To be honest, I haven't made any concrete plans for my next holiday yet. I've been quite busy with work and other commitments, but I'm hoping to take a break soon. So, I'm thinking of possibly visiting a beach resort or a mountain retreat. I'd love to explore a new destination, experience a different culture, and try the local food. Nothing too adventurous though, just a chance to recharge and spend quality time with loved ones. We'll see, I'm still in the planning stages.
Is your city or region a good place for other people to visit on holiday?
Toronto is a fantastic destination for a holiday. It's a vibrant, multicultural city with so much to offer. From iconic landmarks like the CN Tower and Toronto Islands to world class museums like the ROM and AGO, there's something for everyone. My city has great energy with quite diverse neighborhoods to explore, like Chinatown, Kensington Market, and Greektown. And of course, there's the food, a delicious blend of international cuisines. Plus, Toronto is a great base for exploring the surrounding areas like Niagara Falls and the scenic lake shores. So, yes, I would highly recommend Toronto as a holiday destination.
Part 2. Describe a car journey you made that took longer than expected. You should say where you were going, who you were with, how you felt during the journey, and explain why this car journey took longer than expected.
One car journey that took longer than expected was when I drove with my friends to a music festival held in a coastal town about 250 kilometers away. We were all excited to see our favorite band perform live and had been looking forward to this trip for weeks. There were four of us in the car, all equally eager to arrive at the festival venue. However, our anticipation soon turned into frustration as we hit a severe traffic jam due to a combination of roadworks and festival goers heading in the same direction. As we inched along the highway, I started to feel anxious about missing the opening acts. We had planned to arrive early to secure a good spot near the stage, but now it seemed unlikely. My friends were getting restless, constantly checking the GPS for updates and suggesting alternative routes. We tried to stay calm by listening to music in the car and reminding ourselves that we would get there eventually. But as the hours passed, hunger and fatigue began to set in. We had to make an unscheduled stop to buy some food and stretch our legs, which delayed our arrival even more. Despite the setbacks, we maintained a positive vibe in the car by sharing stories, playing games, and laughing together. When we finally arrived at the festival, although we missed the opening acts, we were relieved to have made it in time for the main performance. The journey took 6 hours, which was double our initial estimate, but the excitement of the festival and the memories we had made during the drive made it an unforgettable experience.
Part 3. Discussion topics. Driving a car. Example questions. How interested are young people in your country in learning to drive?
In Canada, I think many young people are still interested in learning to drive, but perhaps not as much as previous generations. With increasing concerns about climate change, sustainability, and urbanization, some young people might be more inclined to use public transportation, walk, or bike. Besides, the rise of ride sharing services has made it easier to get around without a car. But especially in suburban or rural areas, having a driver's license can be a necessity.
What are the differences between driving in the countryside and driving in the city?
Driving in the countryside and driving in the city have many differences. In the countryside, the roads are often narrower with less traffic and fewer traffic lights. You're more likely to encounter wildlife, such as deer, horses, or cows, and road conditions can be kind of rough. In contrast, city driving involves heavier traffic and more intersections. You will encounter pedestrians, cyclists, and public transportation, and all that requires more attention and caution. On top of that, city driving often involves parking challenges and traffic congestion, whereas countryside driving tends to be more relaxed.
Do you consider most drivers where you live to be good drivers?
That's a tough question. I think Toronto drivers, like in any big city, are a mixed bag. Some are very courteous and skilled, while others can be quite aggressive and reckless. Rush hour traffic, construction, and diverse driving styles can also contribute to a challenging driving environment. Nonetheless, I believe most drivers are decent and try to follow the rules. But there's always room for improvement.
Electric cars. Example questions. How popular are electric cars in your country?
Electric cars are definitely gaining popularity in Canada with a significant increase in sales over the past few years. Just a few years ago, electric vehicles accounted for an insignificant percentage of new vehicles registered in Canada, but that figure has risen to a much higher number now. Many Canadians are embracing the switch to electric because they're drawn by the benefits of lower operating costs and a much lower environmental impact.
In what ways could more people be persuaded to buy electric cars?
So, to persuade more people to buy electric cars, first and foremost, we need to improve the charging infrastructure, offer incentives like tax credits, and educate people about the benefits. In addition, car manufacturers should provide more models, lower the costs, and maybe even encourage test drives for these skeptics.
Do you think all cars will be electric one day?
Yes, I do. I think it's highly likely that electric cars will become the norm in the future. As technology advances, batteries will get better, and the number of charging stations will increase as well. Governments are also setting targets to phase out gas powered cars, and many countries are investing heavily in electric vehicle technology. Plus, consumers are becoming more environmentally aware, so demand for sustainable options will drive the shift. It might take a few decades, but I believe we'll get to a point where electric cars are the standard and gas powered vehicles are a thing of the past. Hey, well done! You finished the entire test. Now, if you need help with some of the words I used in this video, check out the comment section for definitions and examples. Plus, you can watch similar lessons on this playlist here. Good luck and happy learning!